Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special Playtime Presents. We are live streaming to you tonight from the Citizen Ticket website. It's the first time we've done a ticketed event, and thanks to all of you who bought tickets for this very special night, which in part is going to help raise funds for future Playtime concerts. We want to start by just apologising to anybody who's been trying to get onto the site. There was an enabling switch thing that we neglected to put on until just now, so we hope you're all able to access it now and will enjoy this amazing concert that we have for you tonight. It's a pleasure and privilege tonight to introduce two absolute legends of the Scottish jazz scene. On vocals, the amazing Fionna Duncan, and on the piano, the one and only Brian Kellock. So they're going to play two sets of music for us tonight. While they're performing, normally when we live stream on Facebook, people are able to obviously comment during the performance immediately onto Facebook. If you want to do that tonight while you're watching on Citizen Ticket site, please do. We'd love to know how you're enjoying the performance. And
turn your phones on.
Brian says turn your phones on. So please, get your comments coming in, and we'll look forward to reading them. But for now, enjoy, sit back, and enjoy the fantastic Fionna Duncan and Brian Kellock. Thank you.
The weather is frightening, the thunder and lightning seem to be having their way. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a lovely day. This change in the weather has brought us together, and I can honestly say that as far as I'm concerned, it's a lovely day. And everything's okay. Now, isn't this a lovely day to be caught in the rain? We're going on our way, now we've got to remain. Just as we were going, and you leaving me all at sea, the clouds they broke, and oh, what a break for me. I can see the sun up high, though we're caught in the storm. And I can see where you and I can be cozy and warm. Let the rain pitter-patter, but it really doesn't matter if the skies are gray. Long as I can be with you, it's a lovely day. isn't this a lovely day to be caught in the rain? Darling, you were going on your way, now you have to remain. Oh, just as you were going, leaving me all at sea, the clouds broke, they broke, and oh, what a break for me. I can see the sun up high, though we're caught in the storm. And I can see where you and I can be cozy and warm. Let the rain pitter-patter, but it really doesn't matter if the skies are gray. Oh, 'cause long as I can be with you, yeah. Long as I can be with you, long as I can be with you, it's a lovely day. Brian Kellock, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much to Martin for doing he is the designated interviewer for tonight. And I'm very pleased to see him here. It's one person at the back of the hall, and my red-hatted engineer, come cameraman, come fish and chips, and a cup of coffee is Tom Bancroft, who's actually had everything to do today himself, apart from his lady wife. Actually, I think of her as, no, I'll tell you later. Gina set the stage tonight. We've got bottles up the yin-yang, Kathy Ray's bottle, Gina's candles, and a beautiful bouquet of flowers here from Alison Kerr. Alison, that's the love of Brian's life, and by the looks of the flowers, she could be the love of mine as well. It's beautiful, Alison. Thank you very much. Now listen, please call us, let us know if the sound is good, bad, rubbish, and we'll try and do something about it. Because as Martin said, this is the first time we've actually tried to do a ticket thing, and it's caused quite a lot of problems because all the oldies, like myself,
yes,
I couldn't get it up. No, not that. I couldn't get the link up, right? Well, I could get the link up, but I couldn't get
I'm
past
not even going
it.
to go further.
Don't go any further than
No.
this. Enough is enough. Tonight, I would like to just share.
Fine for you.
Oh. Oh, good, he does talk. I knew he
No,
did.
he doesn't. No.
I've been trying for years to get Brian to say something and even sing with me sometimes. And he can sing, but yeah.
Anyway. Right.
I've heard them.
Must be something.
Heard them.
Must be something in Channel 5 you can be watching. Right, okay.
Right. We're going to do some songs that we've never really done before.
Hurrah!
Well, we have sometimes one of them or two of them. And this is going back to my very youth when I was listening to, from the start, it was Bessie Smith, because I was singing with a very traditional New Orleans band, and they wanted me to learn Bessie Smith numbers. So I was listening to Bessie Smith on my knees in front of the gramophone, and I know that feeling, and copying down the first letter of each word, and then going back and filling in the words as I was going on. And that was, I started off with Bessie Smith, then went on to Ella Fitzgerald, and then I found Frank Sinatra. And these first two songs were songs from his album, the Songs for Swinging Lovers, which was a magical album. And every time I sing it, I actually can hear him in the background singing it, you know. And I keep thinking, oh, I'm not doing it as well as he did it. But this is another one from that album, and it's called You Make Me Feel So Young.
Thank you.
Okay. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce that moon just like a toy balloon. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. So you make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful spring to be sprung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young. Kellock. I said, you make me feel so young. You make me feel so string has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. 'Cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful spring to be sprung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young. Oops, the bottle's down. That's the ammunition. Which one is it? Is the wee one or the big one? It's Kathy's. Kathy, your bottle's on the floor. Is it broken?
I don't know, but it was right in the right point.
Oh, good.
No, it's fine. It's
That
fine.
was a crescendo ending. Yeah, that was You Make Me Feel So Young.
It's perfect.
Oh, good.
Just
What? Oh,
Thanks, Dave. Thanks,
David,
Mo.
Thanks, Mo. Thank you very
The
much.
bottle's safe.
Bottle's safe. Put it somewhere safe then. If you're going to waggle about.
I'm not waggling about. I'm just trying to be.
Okay. We've already had to remove one because it got dropped and it's on my table now. And believe me, that is a bottle, empty. Wasn't me. Neither were any of the ones on. Yes, I tell a lie. The big blue one was mine. That had sherry from Australia from my cousin.
Sherry
Neil
from Australia?
Ngozi. Yeah.
Really?
So, and I drank it all, but that was about 5 years ago. And I have a coffee here, and I have my Kathy Ree bottle of water, which she very kindly left me last time and couldn't get another one. I have a glass of water. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry for some, eh?
And I cannot tell a lie, I do have a gin. And it's my first one since almost God was a boy. So if you can break out your glasses, but this is the only one I'm having, and I'm just sipping very gently. That was You Make Me Feel So Young, and we're going to do A Foggy Day. And this is a song I recorded with the orchestra from Poland, the Jazz Band Ball Orchestra, on a live broadcast in Poland. And it was really very weird because there's only one of them spoke English, and I certainly didn't speak Polish. And we'd just been down the mines in Poland, in the salt mines. And it was a dance for the BMA, British Medical Association, had their big dance there in this salt mine. And you had to put on a hard hat and go down in this lift and along in the wee trolley that the miners used to go in. And it was pink salt, beautiful pink salt. And when I was on the stage, the acoustics were rubbish, I must tell you. Everything bounced off the wall. And I was leaning against the wall at one point and a bit broke off, and it was salt, pink salt. I know, because I licked it. I wouldn't do that now, but I did. But
You wonder why I never say anything in these gigs. You wonder why I never. Right.
You can't get a word in edgeways. Anyway, this is how I get rid of my nerves, is talking, and makes Brian even more nervous because he doesn't know what I'm going to say, and neither do I. Anyway, this is A Foggy Day. I was a stranger in the city, out of town where the people I knew. I had that feeling of self-pity. What to do, what to do, what to do. The outlook was decidedly blue. But as I walked through the dreary streets alone, it turned out to be the luckiest day I've known. A foggy day in London town. It had me low, and it had me down. I view the morning with such alarm. The British Museum had lost its charm. How long, I wonder, could this thing last? but the age of miracles, it hadn't passed, for suddenly I saw you standing there, and in foggy London town the sun was shining everywhere. A foggy day in old London town. It had me low and it had me down. I viewed the morning with such alarm, why the British Museum had lost its charm. How long, I wondered, could this thing last? But the age of miracles, it hadn't passed, 'cause suddenly I saw you standing there, and in foggy London town, and in foggy London town, and in foggy London town, the sun was shining everywhere. Oh, Brian Kellock.
A foggy day.
And you could hear a pin drop there.
Good.
Yeah, well, what are you going to say, Brian?
Oh, the toilet.
No, I know it's there. There's actually, it's not as bad as it was, but there was almost the sound of a waterfall behind us while we were in here earlier on, running through what tunes we were going to do or not. And unfortunately, when you get, I think it's probably past 40 now, when you hear the sound of running water, you're compelled to do something about it. And we can't do anything about it for another half hour at least, so we've got to just grin and bear it. But we're going to do a ballad now, I think. Yes, it is. It's actually, it's not really a ballad, it's a blues. And it's a great song. I love it. It's called Do Nothing Till You Hear From Me, or Till You Hear From Brian. Have you got anything to say? Not yet? No? Mm.
I'm just here to provide a little backing for you.
Brian's missing his dog. Terribly. Zuzu, you're being missed. Alison, you're being missed. Adam and Andrew, you're also being missed. Do nothing till you hear from me. Pay no attention to what's said. How some can rip the seams of anyone's dreams. That's over my head. Do nothing till you hear from me. At least consider our romance. If you should take the word of others you've heard, Lord, I haven't a chance. True, I've been seen with someone new, but does that mean that I am untrue? If I reveal the words in my heart, they say what I feel about you. Some kiss may cloud my memory, and other arms may hold a thrill. Do nothing, darling, till you hear it from me, and you never will. True, I've been seen with someone new, but does that mean that I'm untrue? If I reveal the words in my heart, they'll tell how I feel about you. Some kiss may cloud my memory, and other arms may hold that thrill. Do nothing, darling, till you hear it from me, and you never will. Do nothing, darling, till you hear it from me, and you never will. Brian Kellock on piano, and I don't know if we've had any, I don't know whether they call it hits on the thing. I don't mean hit parade hits. I mean people sending messages in, because I've turned off my phone, so I can't see what's happening. But
There's 34 people applauding at the end of that.
Oh,
And 9 thumbs. Love hearts.
oh, that's
Really?
lovely. That's
Ask people to post on Playtime on Facebook if they want to ask questions or send messages.
Oh, if you want to ask any questions or messages, my leader in the orange hat has told me, not this leader, I've got to get you to do it on Facebook.
I don't have an orange hat.
Playtime. Playtime on Facebook.
Is that all one word? Playtime on Facebook. Really?
Well, playtime for me was always when you got your chittering bites and that was in school.
Your chittering bites.
Yes, your chittering bite.
I remember Playtime. I used to get little bottles of milk.
But you would, but they're horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
They're
hot
warm.
milk.
Right, it was like little triangular cartons.
Oh no, we had bottles in my day.
But
That was a
that's
long
why the
time ago.
planet's completely knackered. Because your bottles, I've decided,
Oh well.
it could be my triangular cartons.
I hope Ed and Ann managed to. Ed and Ann Crow, for all of you that know Ed the drummer, who comes over to Edinburgh every year and has done for I think it's 29 years now, and he normally goes to Brian's gig in the Shore Bar with his cardboard box and brushes, and it's delightful. He's delightful, and
Come on, Ed.
we just hope that
Come on, Ann.
just hope they managed to. They emailed me in the middle of the night and said, "We don't know how to put the link up." So I'm hoping that they are, and Hazel and Henry as well. So Brian, I would like you to do something. I asked Brian if he would do something off his latest album, and he said to me, like typical jazz musician, he can't remember any of the titles on his latest album. And I said, well, what's your latest album called, Brian? I can't remember. Yes, you can. What is it called, Brian?
Well, I can remember that, but I can't remember how to play it.
Well, what is it?
I'm not telling you.
Biding my time.
I
That's.
thought there was security in there. Here, wait, come on. Yeah, we're not playing that one.
Oh, don't do that, but do
No.
something from your album.
You're running out of time here, by the way.
Brian, well, hurry up.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Christ. Excuse my French.
Ladies and
Right.
gentlemen, Brian Kellock.
Everybody
on
log
whatever
in.
his choice is.
Everybody become a friend of David Attenborough, by the way. He's got 1 million followers. Make it 1,000,001. Anyway, there you go.
Well, I'm a fan.
Good.
You can see this is terribly well rehearsed. Terribly well rehearsed. Obviously, Kathy's bottle's getting dunted tonight.
Yeah.
You know, in Glasgow, that used to be called the ammunition. They say at the end of when it was time up in the pubs, they say, right, gather up the ammunition. So that's it.
Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.
I don't think you should put it up there again. I think it's going to drop off.
No.
Anyway, right. That was. Oh, Kathy says the bottle is amazing. And no, but the bottle is amazing. The last one that Kathy's.
That time lucky, it will hit me.
Kathy sent me this, gave me this beautiful bottle, which I love dearly, and I don't break things in my house very much. Hearts maybe, but not very much else. And no, I don't do that either. But the bottle fell off the mantelpiece and it broke, and I cried my eyes out. I thought, I love that bottle. So she brought me this one instead, and it's lovely. So that was Kathy's bottle on the floor, Brian Kellock and Slow Boat to China. Was that off your album?
Yes.
That was off his album, I'm Biding My Time. Or just biding his time.
Biding my time.
Yeah. We're going to do When I Fall in Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
That might be it, actually.
Yeah, that would be lovely. So. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love has ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment that I feel that you feel that way too is when I'll fall in love with you. it will be completely or I'll never give my heart. And the moment that I feel that you feel that way too, is when I'll fall in love with you. Lovely, Brian. Thanks. It was lovely. How are we doing? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. How are we doing for time, my darling? No, we'll just do Sunnyside on the way out, because I have to get back to my other roots. This is a great song, Sunny Side of the Street. I'll start off the C. Your coat and grab your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? Well, that happy tune is my step. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade. I had my blues on parade. But I'm not afraid, 'cause this rover crossed over. If I never, ever, ever have a cent, I'm gonna be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust round my feet on the sunny side of the street. Daddy, daddy, get your hat and coat and leave your worries lying on that doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? Well, that happy tune is my step. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade. I had my blues on parade. But I'm not afraid, 'cause this rover crossed over. If I never, ever have a cent, I'm gonna be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust round my feet on the sunny side of the street. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get your coat and grab your hat. Daddy, leave your worries on that doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? Well, that happy tune is my step. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade, yes I did. I had my blues on parade. I'm not afraid, 'cause this rover crossed over. If I never have a cent, I'm gonna be rich like Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny, yeah. I said the sunny side of the sea. Yeah, the sunny side of the street. Yeah. Yep. We are going to have a designated interview in the interval for next week's gig. And I just realised on my interview last week, my eyes looked as if they were closed all the time, and they weren't. It was because my camera was down here, and I was looking down to see what was happening. So my eyes looked closed, and I'm trying to open them tonight, but I forget how to do it. Anyway, Brian Kellock, I have to tell you, thank you. Brian Kellock, again. One more. There. Tom Bancroft, who is doing Matt's job tonight, as Matt has developed the flu. And this is tragic because Matt is the sound guy, he's the lighting guy, he's the camera guy, and Tom is doing everything himself, except he had his wife, Gina, who did all the stage decorations, and I'm very pleased. The bottles were my bottles, but they kept falling off Brian's piano, so anyway, they're still all lit somewhere or other, and we'll see you in 15 minutes.
So, hello, George Burt. You are our third guest on Interval Interviews.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, George. How are you?
I'm very well, yes, considering. Yes,
How have you been coping with lockdown and everything?
Yeah, it's okay. I've got a day job with people with autism, and there's some people are coping with it better than others, including me.
Have you been playing any guitar?
Not so much. Practicing in the house until Joe tells me to stop. So yeah. So
I get the same problem.
Yeah.
I'll try to remember when you last came to Playtime at the Outhouse. I think it was about a year and a half ago. Was that about right? 2 years ago?
I think it was, maybe longer. But yeah, it was a good one. I remember that. Yeah.
I think I can speak for the Playtime guys. You're one of our favourite ever guests, and I've got a bit of video I'm going to show at this point. Well, I got a bit of video I took from the drum kit of you and Graham playing a duet near the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do. Yes, it was great. Yeah, it was fun.
So
we were egging each other on.
I think the thing is that at Playtime we play quite a broad range of stuff, from like real jazz stuff right across to free improv and quite experimental stuff. And I guess you're on the more experimental end. How do you see yourself fitting on that sort of spectrum?
Yeah. Well, one of the things I really like, and I've always liked, even as a listener before I started playing, was that thing where you don't know what's going to happen next, and you get the impression that the players are just making it up as they go along. Sometimes they are making it up as they go along. Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes they're making up a bit, and then they're easing into something else. So that's the thing I've always wanted to achieve. And it's with this duo with Fionna, I think we can get pretty close to that kind of seamless thing where you don't really know what is this a written bit? Is she making it up? Is he making it up? What's happening? Is this a bit risky? What's going to happen next? That kind of stuff.
So you just released an album, I think, the two of you.
Yeah, we recorded it. Well, Fionna sings with Scottish Opera, and we met up at the Glasgow Improvisers Orchestra. And so fitting in between her schedule, she lives in Edinburgh, travels through to Scottish Opera. I'm kind of living in Glasgow at the moment. So getting things to meet up to record things, it was kind of late summer, autumn time last year. And then we spent most of the lockdown fiddling about with covers and what we're going to put on the cover and just making the record, really.
And do you have is your stuff with Fionna completely improvised, or a mixture of that and compositions?
Well, I suppose I should keep that as a kind of trade secret, Tom. There's Fionna's a really nice songwriter. She writes. She's got a kind of folky background, so she's writing these really interesting little songs. They're quite, quirky, and I've written some songs over the years for the Burt Macdonald group, which has a female singer. So we've been writing stuff for a female, trying to write stuff, that's going to suit a female performer. So using those, and then we're both really good. I think we both really enjoy working in the Improvisers Orchestra, and you can hear, you think, oh, that's working. That could work as a duo, So we had a go and tried it.
Okay, so next week, have you got a plan for how you're going to utilise the Playtime regulars in your vision? And have we got to wear costumes? Is there going to be like hair concept?
No. I think the usual band uniform of baggy t-shirts and distressed jeans and worn down baffies will do fine.
Great. And have you seen Bill Wells recently? Any news of the great maestro?
The great maestro's he's doing well. He's steadily getting more like himself. He's doing well.
Band together, me, you, and Bill.
Yeah, we should do that. He's playing beautifully. He's writing a lot of stuff. He's doing really. He just issued. I don't know how you would get this, but he's just issued a 2-volume thing of dreams, winter dreams it's called, and it's these little short things that occur to him in dreams. There's a kind of there's one that really struck me, which was a kind of combination of Antonio Carlos Jobim and Tarkus from ELP. It's really bizarre kind of stuff, but typical Bill.
Is it online, George?
It will be, yeah. I'm not sure what the link will be, but it's it'll be there.
I'll try and find that, because he's one of our national treasures. And
he certainly is. I think he's kind of got fed up with the commercialisation of music, so he was issuing this stuff for free for a time. So it might be out there.
Yeah, well, that's not a problem for us in the Playtime jazz sector.
Yeah.
The over commercialisation of music.
No, certainly not. No.
And what's happening with Geo? Are you doing a lot of stuff with Geo?
Yeah, Raymond and an artist called Ross Burrow they've been doing things on Tuesday nights using Zoom.
Right.
So we just play in Zoom, and we just accept all the stuff that people complain about with Zoom, about the delays and so on. We just go for it, and just accept the delays and try to play with them. And we're getting some really nice results. And then Ross has been editing them into little films, highlighting different people in different times in the boxes and so on. So they're looking pretty good. Yeah.
So how many people do you have on one session?
So the most I've seen is about 18.
Right.
And usually it's 9, 10. And there's a lot of chat. There's a lot of leathers and how you doing and how you coping and all this kind of thing.
Discipline.
People are getting really. I see you've got the background. Folk are getting really creative with backgrounds and green screens and stuff. You can see green screens pinned up in their bedrooms and different images and things flashing about. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I'll try and get you a link from. It should look good.
Yeah, no, we did quite a lot like that in Playtime during lockdown, and we were doing it. Well, the video was through Zoom, but we were using some other things for the audio, and we ended up really enjoying it. As did a lot of creative music making.
Right.
I think the most we had was 5 people.
Right. And how was that in terms of delays and things? Did it work okay?
Well, basically, the person that's sending it out to the world, which was me.
Yes.
I hear everybody with their sound when it arrives to me,
yeah.
and I play with it, and that's what the audience hears. So they hear exactly what I'm hearing and what I'm playing in real time. So the main delay would be for the other musicians hearing me going back to them.
Right.
So that obviously changes a lot of the interactivity. So if we were trying to play very regular groove-based music, I think it would be difficult. But certainly we found that, for example, Mario could play a groove and just stick to it, and then I could play along with his groove. And as far as the audience was concerned, they were hearing me playing in real time with the groove. It's just that Mario was hearing a bit of a mess coming back, but that wasn't what the audience was hearing. So I think we kind of worked out ways of just, as you said, just living with it. But we couldn't handle the Zoom cutting people in and out, so we used this thing called Clean Feed, which just lets everybody be on all the time.
Right. It's one of the things we just kind of accepted that with the Geo thing. So if it edits somebody out, then
they deserved it.
Yeah, we just live with it. Some people, you can see some people getting quite frustrated right now. But
do you think Raymond has got this sort of control panel? You can just switch people off without them realising.
Maybe Raymond has. Yes, it's a vast quantity of keyboards and things in his office in the university. Yeah.
And are you planning to bring any? I know that sometimes you play your guitar with objects. So are you planning to bring any objects next week?
I used to do that a lot. Tom. But there's more and more dents starting to accumulate in my guitar, and I was thinking, I think I'm entering a kind of classical stage here, and I'm going to be pure.
Okay.
So I might, I'll see what I've got. Fred Frith was the great man for that. He had a lot of chains and brushes and all kinds of stuff, in a big tray. That was one of his things on the rider, was you had to have a little stand with a space for all his brushes and hacksaw blades and all the rest of it.
Did you see him play with John Zorn at the Third Eye Centre?
Yeah, that was a great gig. Yeah,
I was at that.
Great.
I don't know if we've talked about this before, but there was a moment in that gig when John Zorn hit this really high harmonic, and it was quite a small room, and it was incredibly loud. And then Fred Frith hit a sort of similar note. It was just slightly out, and it felt like the inside of my brain was distorting and pulsing. And I've never really experienced it any other time. It was like this pulsing thing, but it was actually inside my brain. Do you remember that bit?
I do remember that note, yes. It was, Yeah, it's good. Yeah, never really been the same. No. It's good. It must be good for us, Tom. I think it must be good for us.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it reorganised some things in there. It sort of, I think it was because it was incredibly loud, but also these two pitches very slightly out of tune with each other.
Yeah.
But it was a very definite feeling of it going inside my brain rather than being outside in the room. Something came inside my brain.
Yeah. Yeah. They're serious dudes, those guys. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to
remember seeing, we had Rodri Davis a few years ago, and he had a little homemade harp with little guitar strings on it. And he played it so hard that it started to break. Things started, and and then you could see people leaning forward, thinking, how long is it going to take before it's completely and utterly unplayable? It was great, really loud as well, really pretty loud.
I mean, I used to do a lot of stuff with. I went through a phase of using electric drills with string in them.
Yes.
Because it was originally it was a spoof idea that John Ray and I had to make drum videos where we would start off slow and speed up, and then at a certain point we would just hold drills that were spinning incredibly fast. But I kind of got into it as a way of you could make these very fast kind of beautiful rolls with a string hitting the drums.
Yeah.
And because unknowingly, but what would happen is the string would sort of break off a little bit, so it would create this kind of quite beautiful cloud of. But I felt there was a period when it was really fresh for me, and I was enjoying it, getting new sounds with it. And then there was a point when it started to become a bit of an act that I did, and then I stopped. So I find you stop doing those sort of things when it stopped being fresh for you, even though it might be fun for the audience. It's got to be fresh for you.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. One of my favourite players is Susan Alcorn, pedal steel player, and she's got a very, very pure, very restrained. It's free, her music's improvised, but it's very, notes absolutely pure and held. It really is. It's lovely. So yeah, that's I'd love to. Bill also, he's got a very pure sound on guitar. I really like that. Yeah.
Well, George, I think that's probably about enough. We need to get back to the gig, but we're looking forward very much to seeing you next week and meeting Fionna. And God, it's going to be a complete new leap into the unknown. And I'm looking forward to it very, very much. And it's going to be great to see you again. So
yeah, that'd be great.
Thanks a lot for coming on.
Not at all. Right, thanks, Tom. Cheers.
All right, cheers, George.
Cheers.
Well, we're ready for you. I hope you're ready for this. We're going to do a song that neither of us have done before. And I heard Rosemary Clooney doing it. I think it was 1957. And I don't know whether it was in White Christmas or not, but it's a great song. And I heard it again when she did it on the North Sea Jazz Festival, the second concert. And she was an amazing singer, great voice. And I'm really very happy to be doing one of her songs. So this is Hey There. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you on that high-flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday she'll come to you. But you better forget her, her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice I hand you? like a mother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? I said, hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you on that high-flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday she'll come to you. But you better forget her, her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string, break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice I hand you like a mother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? Brian Kellock. Rosemary Clooney, great singer. We're going to do a Billie Holiday number now, which I was asked to do at McCool's about 30 years ago. The gig I used to run on a Monday night in Glasgow, and
Nicky.
yeah, Nicky. And we had a great time there. We were there for about, I think it was 5 years, 6 years. Could have been longer, where all of the young students, singers and instrumentalists used to come in and sit in, and it was it was quite a night. Brian came all the way through from Edinburgh when he did it, and we used to come from Portincapel, so it was a gig in town, you know, and it was a good gig. But we're going to do this one. I never did it then, and it's Billie Holiday's Detour Ahead. Smooth road, clear day, but why am I the only one traveling this way? How strange the road to love should be so easy. Can't you see the detour ahead? Wake up, slow down before you crash and break your heart. gullible clown. You fool, you're heading in the wrong direction. Can't you see the detour ahead? The farther you travel, the harder to unravel the web he weaves around you. Slow down while there's time. Can't you see the danger sign? Soft shoulders surround you. Smooth road, clear night. Oh, lucky me. Oh, can't you see? I saw the light. No more this turning back to all that sorrow. Smooth road, smooth road, no detour ahead. Travel, the harder to unravel those webs he weaves around you. Slow down while there's time. Can't you see the danger sign? Soft shoulders surround. No more this turning back to all those troubles. Smooth road, smooth road, no detour ahead. Billie Holidays. Thank you. No detour ahead. It was actually written by Lou Carter, Herb Ellis, and John Frago. This says it was as played by Bill Evans, and I don't think that was either of us.
No.
No. So,
I guess I looked it.
yeah. Well, we're going to do one now that we're both quite familiar with. We were going to do the verse, but I bottled out, so... No, I did. I bottled out. I know the verse, but not quite well enough. And this is I Was Doing All Right. I heard this first in I think it was 1956 with Oscar Peterson and Louis Armstrong. And they did it absolutely dead slow stop, but I'm not going to do it quite as slow as that. I'll give the tempo, and it's whatever I said it was. I was doing all right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was doing all right. Never had rainbows in my sky. I was doing all right until you came by. I had no cause to complain. Life was a piece of apple pie. I never noticed the rain until you came by. But now, since you went away, I can't sleep nights and I worry all day. I just sit and wonder if love isn't one big blunder. But when you hold me tight, tingling all through, I know somehow I was doing all right. But I'm doing a lot better than ever now. I said I was doing all right. Never saw rainbows in my sky. I was doing all right until you came by. I had no cause to complain. Life was a slice of apple pie. I never noticed the rain until you came by. But now, since you went away, I can't sleep nights and worry all day. I just sit and wonder if love isn't one big blunder. But when you hold me tight, tingling all through, I know somehow I was doing all right. But I'm doing a lot better than ever now. cause to complain. whistling rain till you came by. Now, since you went away, I can't sleep nights and worry all day. I just sit and wonder if love isn't one big blunder. But when you hold me tight, tingling all through, I know somehow I was doing all right. But I'm doing a lot better than ever now. I was doing all right. Yeah. Brian Kellock.
Fionna Duncan.
Curious. Right, keep them coming, folks. Keep the messages coming in. It's really very strange doing this without an audience, but we do have an audience. We've got Martin Kershaw in the back, and the very back. It's, oh, Suzanne!
Yeah.
Hello! Elskadai! Holy Kona! Verhilvera!
Helicopter.
I hope nobody speaks Danish here. Who? Oh, Dick, hello!
See the feeling, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Hello.
lovely. Martin, thank you. I got your message. That was lovely. Well, Brian's going to do a couple now. No, he's going to do one.
bloody
He's not
hell.
going to do a couple, but I would like him to do a couple, but
No.
he's going to do one. So, Brian, what are you going to do?
Oh, God.
Jam along.
Shite.
No, you
Um,
can't do that. You better hurry up, that water's running high.
shine in your shoes.
Put a shine on your shoes. That's it. I can't. Mine are Swede. So that was lovely, Brian. Have you recorded that?
No.
But you will.
You have now.
Okay, yeah.
Yay!
I'm going to do Good Morning Heartache.
Good.
Okay? About on that. It's F. F.
Yep.
Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, heartache, you old gloomy sight. Good morning, heartache, thought we'd said goodbye last night. I tossed and turned until I thought you were gone. But here you are with the dawn. Thought I'd forget you, but you're here to stay. I guess I met you when my love went away. And now I spend each day just saying to you, good morning, heartache, what's new? Stop haunting me so, I can't shake you no how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues, straight through Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache, here we go again. Good morning, heartache, you're the one who knew me when. Can't get used to having you just hanging around. Good morning, heartache, sit down. Stop haunting me now. can't lose you, no how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues, straight through Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache, here we go again. Good morning, heartache, you're the one who knew me when. I can't get used to having you just hanging around. Good morning, heartache, sit down. Thanks, Brian. Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely show.
Sorry?
Lovely.
We're going to do You Taught My
Lovely.
Heart to Sing. This is a song that I was given by a very lovely lady, Jay Clayton, who came over, great singer, came over to teach on the workshop that we ran. And she's a very close friend of Sheila Jordan's and works with Sheila all the time. Sheila, I hope you're there. Oh, Sheila, I hope you're there. Jay, I hope you're there too. I've got your bag with me, but that wasn't big enough to carry everything that I was supposed to carry. So, but I've got Sheila's heart in here. I've got Leanne's dangly, which keeps catching on to everything I wear. But it's very precious to me. She gave me this the first time she came up to do the workshop. So we've had some great teachers, Madeline Eastman. Oh gosh, I mean, it's been amazing, and it was amazing. I had a great time doing it, and some of the singers that came on the course, a lot of them are actually singing in their own right now, and you know, I'm very, very proud of them because they're my jazz babies, just like the musicians used to be, like Brian used to be. I know. He's big baby now, but that's all right. I'm getting smaller, he's getting bigger. But we would like to do this song. Jay actually does it in 3/4, and she said to me, you could try it in 4/4. So we're going to try it in 4/4, and if I take liberty with the melody, Jay, it's got nothing to do with anything except my head. I've had 3 brain scans, and I've still got a bit left in there, so...
I've got no excuses for the chords, but there you go.
So
I'm not on.
Brian wants to do it in 3/4, and I keep pulling him into the 4/4.
I'm on now, so...
He will do it in 4/4. You're not doing it in 3/4. Don't do that, right?
I won't do it.
So this is You Taught My Heart to Sing.
It's nice to be able to speak.
And that water is running.
I know it is. Right, okay, let's go. Right.
The water is running. So it's...
The water's wide. That's my old pal Tam used to
can't
say.
get over, 1, 2, 3, 4. You speak and it begins. That's the sound of violins, the song of birds high on the wing. You taught my heart to sing. Why does this heart of mine feel like a valentine. You smile and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing. My heart was an empty shell. Then you came inside. Now my heart's a carousel filled with song. The memory of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll be remembering, 'cause you taught my heart to sing. You smile and it begins, the sound of violins, the song of birds high on the wing. You taught my heart to sing. Why does this heart of mine feel like a valentine? You smile and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing. My heart was an empty shell. Then you came along. Now my heart is a carousel filled with song. The memory of you will last my whole life through. You smile and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing, to sing, to sing. Kellock. And I have to say thank you very much to Stuart Duncan for tuning and bringing the piano down, which is a real piano. And he's away. Oh, Ian, I'm sorry. Oh, well, it's probably me because I don't keep the microphone right up to my mouth all the time. But I hope you're enjoying it, and he'll send you some cream cakes, the recording and the video, okay? Okay. Right, we're going to do, if I can find my bit of paper, there we are. We're going to do, oh yeah, Our Love Is Here to Stay.
Jay Wallace
Ah.
says wonderful from Barcelona.
Aw, Jay, love you. Bob Wallace's son, trumpet player. Oh, he's lovely and sings great too. Jay Wallace from Barcelona. Ah, lovely. He's from London, really. Potter's Bar. But I've known him since he was 4. And he was a lovely boy. His father had a glass eye, one of his eyes, and we were going to a gig one day, and Bob couldn't find his paper, as he called it. Where's my paper? And Jay had taken it out in the garden and put it in the centre of the snowman. So we dug it out the snowman and put a carrot on Bob's nose and went off to the gig. No, didn't put the carrot on his nose at all. Anyway, this is.
Who's by Mike?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
If I could remember, yeah. Our Love Is Here to Stay.
What key?
It's, well, E flat, it says here. And it's
Yes.
no verse, and it's just nice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Not for a year, forever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may must be passing fancies and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but an ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may all be passing fancies and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here too. Our love is here too. Our love is here to you. Thank you very much. Well, we're going to do Ed and Ann Crow, we love you. And Eddie, we're lovely to have you in Cardboard Box, but next year, right? If we both survive it. But they're in Washington, D.C. Lovely. We're going to do The Devil and Deep Blue Sea because this is coming up to the penultimate and the water is still running. So just for those that don't know, there's a waterfall going in the back here and it's rather disturbing in more ways than 3. So this is my sing-out song, or almost sing-out song. It's called The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea.
Let's do it differently.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Watch what happens. When someone don't want you, but I would hate to lose you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Daddy, I don't want you, but I'd really hate to lose you, 'cause you've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I ought to cross you off my list when you come knocking upon my door. Fate seems to give my heart a twist and I come running on back for more and more. I should hate you, but I guess I really love you, 'cause you've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Baby, I don't want you, but I'd really hate to lose you. Have got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I should hate you, darling, but I guess I really love you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I ought to cross you off my list when you come knocking on my door. Fate gives my heart a twist and I come running back for more. Baby, I should hate you, but I guess I love you. You have got me between the devil and the deep blue sea, yeah.
No more quotes for me.
I don't want you, baby, but I would really hate to lose you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Daddy, I forgive you, but it's only 'cause I can't forget that you got me between the devil and the deep cross you off my list when you come knocking on my door. Beat gives my heart a twist, I come running on back for more. I should hate you, but I guess I really love you. You got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I said the devil, yeah, I'm talking about the devil. Yeah, the devil and the deep blue sea. But we're going to do one more, even if we run over, and it's the Billie Holiday one from Lady in Satin, which I learned when I was about 17 and knew I wasn't old enough to sing it, and didn't really do it until about 2 years ago, when I thought I was maybe old enough, and I'm still not quite sure about that. But thank you very much to all of you who have joined, and those who have put the tickets in to raise funds for this wonderful outfit, Playtime.
Yeah.
And Tom Bancroft and Gina Ray, who were masters in setting up the stage that Brian's managed to wreck, but that's okay.
Gina Ray's not part of Playtime.
No, well, she's not. She's Mrs. Hudson. She's actually set the stage tonight with the lights and the seat.
Sorry, Gina.
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
And Brian,
There's,
have you
no-
got anything to say?
there's nothing left. Well, anyway, it's been lovely. Thank you, Fiona.
Thank you, Brian.
And I'm jealous of your chaise longue,
I know it's lovely. I love it.
but there you go. That's what fame and money gets you. I get
Get your
some.
name up in coloured lights at last.
I get a dodgy stool from
Or is it
Stuart.
chalk? Coloured chalk it is. We're going to do For All We Know.
Okay, right.
Okay.
You're doing the verse.
Yeah.
Oh God, are you?
Oh. Well, I'll start it and you just join in when you remember. Sweetheart, the night is growing cold. Sweetheart, our love is still untold. A kiss that never was tasted together forever is wasted. For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the very last minute. I'll hold out my hand and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and go like the ripples on a stream. So kiss me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come, for all we know. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and go like the ripples on a stream. So kiss me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come, for all we know. Brian Kellock on piano. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much to all of you. And don't forget, every Thursday, this is going on every Thursday in this beautiful hall here in Pathhead, and it's Playtime. So tune in, tune up. You probably won't have to pay for the next one, but I hope they did raise some money, and thank you very much indeed for all of you who contributed. We're very, very...
Fionna Duncan. Fionna Duncan.
Thank you, Brian.
Please.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Thank you, Martin.
A pleasure and a privilege. Thank you very much.
And be safe.
It's a pleasure and a privilege. Tom Bancroft. Martin Kershaw. Thank you very much.
Good night. God bless.
Au revoir.